Hi, BUSN 1315 leadership students in section L01, which is fully online. Welcome to this 2021 spring semester. This is me down here. I'm Dr. Joan McGrory, and I'll be your instructor for this course, which is a spring course. As cold as it is outside, it will be spring. It will be spring soon. So welcome to our course. I did want to just take a few minutes before our class really gets started and go over the class schedule with you so that you have this information and you're ready to begin. And specifically, what I'd like to do is give you kind of the fast login to PAWS, tell you how to locate the schedule in our course, encourage you and show you how to save that schedule to your computer. I do that. It makes it handy. It's always readily available to you. Of course, it's always online for you. And then I want to just review that weekly schedule with you so that you know how to start and successfully stay on track for this course. So I'm going to flip over to my browser. I'm in Chrome, and I'm here at the college's main web page, and you may be familiar with this. Now, a lot of students log into My Southwest and then go into PAWS. You can certainly do that. You can click on this PAWS link up here. Here's what I want you to see. Do you notice how it takes you to this website, eLearn? Okay, it's elearn.southwest.tn.edu. If you will bookmark this page, or whenever you need to go to PAWS, if you will just simply type, this is what I type, eLearn, and see how I'm not down here, but I'm all the way up in the address bar of my web browser, elearn.southwest.tn.edu. That's all you got to type, and it will always take you straight to this page. So we have accomplished mission 1. This is the fast login to PAWS. So I'm going to go back and I am going to go ahead and log in. And when you come in, you're probably familiar with this, go to it's called the course selector. A lot of people call it the waffle because it looks like a waffle. And I'm going to go to our leadership class. Now, I'm going to pull up the calendar on my computer here. We're still a few days before the official start, and so the course content is not available to you as a student yet because the class hasn't really started. This is a sneak preview. So to get around this, I've logged in as the instructor, and I'm going to kind of simulate a student view. So this is really exactly what this is going to look like when you log in to the course. Now, the first thing I want you to see when you come in here is this Connect website, and this is a very, very specific website for our course, and so please don't just kind of type Connect and let your browser search for it and then you try to log in. You're going to have all kinds of problems if you do that. What I would encourage you to do is you can select this. You see how I'm dragging over that? And a cool thing about Chrome, the Chrome browser, is it's got this go to, and you can just go to that website. Now, it's not going to let you in. I'm going to click on it. It's not going to let you in yet because the class hasn't started. It doesn't start again until the 19th, but this is where you're going to begin to set up your Connect username. Now, I'm going to ignore that for right now. But I just wanted you to see this is the home page of our course in PAWS. If you're not using Chrome, you can still select this. You notice I kind of deliberately made it not clickable because I wanted you to be able to copy, and then you could go up here and paste. And that would be another way to go to it. Okay, I'm going to show you lots of things. This is our book it talks about, and as I scroll down, it talks a little bit about the ebook which you purchased as you enrolled in the course. That's a picture of it, but it's going to be a digital book, and that you really have to have the digital book, and that's what you paid for. And then there's my contact information and a little bit of a welcome. All right? Now, that's great, but that was not part of our agenda. We did a fast login to PAWS. Now we want to locate the schedule. So we're on step number 2. So in my browser, in our course in PAWS, along the top you see these menu items. And if you'll go to Content, and along this left-hand side, you'll see all the information that you need, especially if you get stuck with Connect. If there's something in PAWS you don't understand, you've got every piece of information. Test, there's instructions for your test in there, so always make sure you're scrolling up and down, but it's all laid out for you in PAWS. Now, under this Getting Started, if you don't see this, make sure that you click Getting Started, and you'll see the syllabus. And I'm not showing you this because I want to keep the video short, but you do need to look that over. This again is that link to our class. So this is another way to get to Connect. This is the Connect registration. It's like a handout. It's a kind of a PDF piece of paper, and it includes the help phone number and things like that if you need it. Here's our schedule, and this is what I really wanted to focus on and make this video brief, and I'm going to click on that. Now be patient, give it a minute to load up on your computer. Once you see that this schedule is displayed, first of all, if you just want to look at it online, you are always welcome to do that. It's going to be out here for you to look at throughout the semester. If it's more handy for you to save it to your local computer, do you see this download button? Just click on that. And do you see how it's put it down here? And in the downloads folder on your computer, that's where you'll find it. So, you can move it to whatever folder you want, but I find it handy to have it saved on my computer so that I can reference it frequently, which is what I do. Now, let's talk a little bit more about this schedule, because I said I wanted you to locate the schedule and I wanted you to have the ability to save it to your computer, and that's what we've done. But in terms of locating it, I want to make sure that you know how to get back to that. So let me go back into PAWS, and I want to kind of go back to our course homepage. Anytime you log into PAWS, if you're in a course and you need to get back to the homepage, you just click up here, because this is where we began. We could go back to PAWS. I just clicked there. And if I click on PAWS and I want to go to our leadership course, I'm going to click on the waffle, and then I'm going to find the course. You might have to look, find our course, and select it. Now, do you remember? Content. Under Content, this is where everything is nicely laid out under this table of contents. And from that point, we looked through, there's the syllabus. You're not going to see these things that are like that. Okay, but anyway, class, where's our class schedule? 2021 class schedule. It looks like it went out of, oh, I'm sorry, view as banner student. For some, I guess because I went back out. I'm so sorry. Let me go back to content. It changed it. It wasn't looking at it as a student anymore. Okay, so this is the way you're going to see it. You click on content. It's all nicely laid out for you here. 2021 class schedule in PDF. I'm clicking on that. I'm going to be patient. And now I see. Now, the schedule is 10 pages, but this is a 15-week class, so there's a lot to do. And the first page just gives you an overview. It lets you know that you'll avoid missed assignments if you reference this schedule frequently. I know that I do, and I really do. That this class is online, that we never meet in the classroom, okay, and that this schedule pretends, it simulates, as if we had Wednesday meetings. And the reason for that is that's kind of scientific. It helps you mentally stay on track. Biggest thing you run into with online classes is out of sight, out of mind. And so tell yourself that you have a weekly meeting, so that you are striving to get your assignments done. The class is not self-paced. There are due dates. This is one of the things that I'm a stickler for. I am kind of a stickler about two things. One is deadlines. Business, this is a leadership class. It's a business leadership class. Business runs on time. I know you know that. You have jobs in the professional career, in a professional setting. There is an expectation that things are done on time. The second thing I'm a stickler on is just that we have an atmosphere of mutual respect for each other, for all of our class members, for me, for you, that we're all that, respectful with each other. But business does run on time, and so I want you to, plan that out so that you do not miss any points. I reserve the right to change the schedule. That only happens if there's some kind of mix-up typically. But if something happens and if it does have to be changed, I'll let you know. I definitely will let you know. Here is that link I was telling you about. Just go straight to eLearn, and that takes you to PAWS, right? So you could bookmark that page. Again, giving you the little sneak peek because today's only the 16th, but our course materials will be available on the 19th, and that's Tuesday. But let's look ahead at our weekly schedule. So if we are pretending that class, starts maybe officially Wednesday, but why not go ahead and get in there Tuesday when the class opens? Then what I want you to do is to review that syllabus that I just pointed to the link, review this schedule, go through, pause, gather your information. Okay, now scroll down because we're going to cover chapter 1. But this first week, you have 2 due dates. And what I'm trying to convey is that by Saturday, you need to do these 3 things. And in your mind, I want you to go, these are fast and cha-ching, 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 because you're going to get points and you're just going to quickly, these are things you can quickly knock out and collect those points. The first is a PAWS attendance quiz. And this is kind of the equivalent of saying, yes, I'm here. It's a 1-question quiz. I'm going to show you where to access that, but I want you to keep that on your radar because I don't want you to miss those points. But remember, the due dates are important. So you're going to want to do that as soon as our class begins. Then I want you to introduce yourself to me and to your classmates. We are in a leadership class, and so we need to be bold and step forward and introduce ourselves. And I'm going to want you to create your Connect username. And I've kind of, told you open that website, and when you start through this process, it's going to guide you step by step. So it's not going to be any problem. Now, little word of caution with creating your Connect username. Don't wait. Some students feel that they don't have the money to pay for that access code yet, but you don't have to because you already did. So don't forget that you paid for that unless you specifically took action to opt out. Okay, but you would know if you opted out, you would know because you would have to go through some things. If you decide that you're going to opt out, I don't know why you would do that because I feel like the bulk state volume as explained in the syllabus is probably the best deal, but if you were going to, you would have to do that. Your decision's going to be set in stone by February 1st, and you have to coordinate with the bookstore, so that's really not through me, okay? So don't even get bogged down in all that. Know that you paid for it when you enrolled in the class. Go to that Connect website, create your username. You don't have to do a free trial or anything like that. Just start working. And your first assignments are going to be due Tuesday. Okay, so these 3 things are due Saturday. And then by Tuesday, the 26th, you're going to do chapter 1. Now, these 3 things are going to take a little bit of time. The Learn Smart especially because that's interactive reading. And the way you earn those points is you have to answer questions that are embedded in the book. So Learn Smart is the book. It's an ebook, and it's an interactive ebook. So as you read a little while, you're going to be prompted to answer questions. If you start to miss a bunch of questions, the book is going to know that you're guessing, and it's going to suggest to you that you read for a little while. So get in there. That takes a little time. Make sure you allow time to finish. You have to get to the end. It's not like a quiz where you answer it and you say, oh, well, I got those questions wrong. It's not like that. You need to get to the end of it, okay? There's a true-false quiz. I am confident that you know what a true-false quiz is, but it's in Connect. And there's a multiple choice quiz. And these are excellent ways to prepare for the test. So you read, and that tests your knowledge, and then you take a true-false quiz and a multiple choice quiz, which further prepares you for the test. And of course, all these things are graded. Now, that's week 1, and that's really our focus. But if we do scroll on down, here I'm on page 3, then we can see we start into chapter 2. And you have the same types of assignments, but again, by Saturday, you have an attendance quiz. I have 3 of those, and that's it. After the 3rd week, I assume that you're in there and working, or you're not. But I do have 3 attendance quiz. You're getting points for those, so make sure that you do it. Again, this 1 question quiz, that is the way, you don't want to miss those points, because those are some easy points. Scroll through that if you'd like, and you can even go through and see when the test is, and that type of thing. So, and look at that, I'm even cautioning you because you have a busy week. So if you have a work schedule that that you need to work on, then family plans, all those types of things, then you can use this printed schedule, which is comprehensive, to make sure that everything is going to get done on time. Why does it need to get done on time? Because the course is not self-paced. Business runs on time, we do too, and so you've got to get those assignments done on time, and you'll see that in the syllabus as well. Okay, so that's the schedule, and I think that accomplishes our objectives there. Now, just as a little bit of a bonus, let me go back up and note that we started under content. When you first go into content, you're on the table of contents. We went into getting started, and then we actually open the schedule. So I can go back out to table of contents. Remember, if I want to go to the main page of the course, I can click there. I could just click content if I wanted. Maybe I'll do that if I go under content, because remember we had those 3 assignments for PAWS. Well, under getting started, you'll see that I have the links right there. So here's this attendance quiz. It's a 1-question quiz. You'll click that, take that quiz. You're going to need to post your introduction. So I'll leave it to you. You'll post that. You'll read what you need to do, post that introduction, and then don't forget that you also earn points when you create your Connect username by the due date. So that gets you started, and then of course you have the instructions here, including test instructions. You will be doing a lot of your work in Connect, but to stay on track, I really want you to be referencing that schedule weekly. What starts to happen is you develop a dependence on Connect, and that's the only system that you begin to check, and you're going to miss something. So don't miss anything. Use that schedule, reference it every single week. Like I said, I know that I do. I'm constantly looking at that schedule, and so I hope you will as well. All right, so again, I just really wanted to reach out, say hello. Howdy, and looking forward to a great semester, folks, and I hope you love this leadership class. It's just such a great topic. Thank you for joining me, and we'll be talking more. Bye.